This is the Sovereignty card deck. It's the mini card deck, which gives a little bit of words to kind of reflect upon. And so the way this read is going to go, we're going to pick a topic. We're going to discuss the journey. We're going to understand the lesson in the journey, and then we're going to pull from the chakra deck, the crystal deck, which focuses on the chakras. In this card deck, it's mixed up with business and also just regular words. And then we're going to, alchemy is at the bottom of the deck. It says, combine two things that don't go together. Step beyond all base matters to find the gold within. The once impossible may now be possible. Give it a try. So again, this is my first time getting this. And remember I told you about my thing. I don't know what this is. Oh, my dentist appointments. Do the impossible in times where it seems impossible. And it just reflects to know the once impossible may now be possible. Try, give it a try. And so again, things that were at one point impossible are now possible. There's vitality here. Let me see what type of card this is. Oh, that's just a regular card. It's not the business card. Vitality, resilience, expertise, process, campaign, taboo, and release. So at some point you had to release the taboo, right? The vitality came. It says here, let me read it. Take on the role of sacred rebel. Release the need to make others comfortable. So again, what you've been doing this whole time is making others comfortable while you've been uncomfortable. So again, you're going to take on the role of a sacred rebel. But the thing is that respectfully, these are the boundaries, not to be facetious, but these are the boundaries that you need to set when it comes to, you don't care how people feel when you decide to change, or when you decide to change and set boundaries, or to say no for the first time. You don't care, and that's respectfully because you did care at one point of somebody's opinion. So the alchemy is here. It says combine two things that don't go together. So what didn't go together with you was you saying no to people instead of you doing things even if you didn't feel like it. So that is what you're combining, the energy to say no and make it a full sentence. It says release the need to make others comfortable. Explore the fringes with pride, especially if it makes you nervous. So those types of conversations that we're afraid to have because we get to a point to where we care about how somebody feels about when we're not there for them, but they're never there for us. So the vitality, protect your energy, invite life-affirming relationships, release energy vampires, honor your body's requests. So I did not say, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. I love you guys. And at this point right now, I am breathing in, taking my time, and trying to make schedules to do things and, school plus my personal and this channel and other things and other endeavors that I have going on. So I know right now at this point it might be hard for a lot of people, but learning a schedule, and this is what I'm trying to do, is learn a schedule. At some point I had it kind of down packed, but then things happen. So this is what that means when you have to focus on your schedule and not really care about others' schedule or everybody's things that they have. So resilience, connect with purpose to shift feelings of overwhelm. So when I get to a point to where I start to feel overwhelmed, I take a nap. I don't even try to explain myself. I just sit still. I don't even try to explain. I don't even try to justify. I just have to sit still in the moment, And it says, again, let me read it. Connect with purpose to shift feelings of overwhelm. So maintain stamina and pace yourself. And that's what I do. I've learned that having anxiety, worried about the future and worried about the past is some things I'm not good. I'm still not the best of letting go of the past. I don't worry about the past, or I'm not in fear of the past, but I always make sure that's a reflection of moving forward in the present moment, and so that can hinder you and it causes you to feel overwhelmed. So when I say yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, the only thing that's real is the present moment, the Page of Wands energy, that's because the past causes fear. So I'm out of the fear point of the past. I'm okay. Excuse me, somebody's throat chakra is off. Let me cough. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So again, I have to take my time when I deal with things, and I either have to sit with it, and make a decision and move forward from there. You know? So taboo, take on a role of sacred rebel. And it's not necessarily being facetious. It's just a point that you have to do that in order to get through and make the decisions, especially when you're always saying yes to people because you love them, even though you don't want to do it. So my point of saying that is just take your time with this. It says, remember the stretch before performing great feats. Remember to stretch before performing great feats. You know how people get ready? How people get ready for certain events and things like that. That is what that means, like stretch, get ready, prepare yourself because your resilience is always going to shine no matter what. Campaign, create a strategy for selling your current offering. Get the results you seek by playing the long game. So nothing happens overnight. Okay, always remember that. The long game is always understanding if this is a part of your foundation, if this will be a part of building your foundation moving forward. That's the alchemy of this. It says step beyond all base matters to find the goal within. So the long haul is what we're looking for, a foundation, generational wealth, things like that. So again, communicate consistently and often for a successful outcome. Say what you mean what you say. Be impeccable with your words and release the things that don't understand that. But before I say release, I'll save that to the end, the process. It says be curious about how you do it. Find a flow that works for you. Give the work time and space to unfold. Rushing will only delay things further in the end. So again, it's the long haul, right? It's the long haul, but you have to understand why you're doing this. So understand where the sacred rebel is coming in at. Release the need to make others comfortable because they were comfortable with making you uncomfortable by asking you things that they knew you were going to not say no to, but they probably knew that you had things going on, but they didn't care. So vitality, you're protecting your energy, resilience, connecting with the purpose to shift feelings of overwhelm. So when you get to a point to where you're not in the space of, feeling some type of way, or you know that you start to feel some type of way, like your kindness is being taken for weakness, this is why your campaign, communicate consistently and often for a successful outcome, not rushing things, right? Not rushing things and getting overwhelmed, pacing yourself and saying, honor your body's request. Your body already tells you no. Those are the red flags that you already have. It already tells you no, girl, don't do it. Don't do it. I thought you said you wasn't going to do it. I did it, girl. That is your body telling you don't do it, And so you have to trust the process in these types of situation. Find a flow that works for you, not for anybody else. Be curious about how to do it. So when you start to get to this point of where you're understanding resilience and you're speaking your mind and you're protecting your energy, right? And release the need to make others comfortable, you're going to always remember this process, and that's when you become an expert, right? The alchemy, step beyond all base matters to find the gold within. The once impossible may now be possible. Give it a try. So once you learn the process and understand that you gave this a try of stepping into your power, understanding about how you feel, taking your needs basically over everyone else's, then you'll understand and you'll know the process next time and you'll become an expert at it. Not that you're just automatically being facetious and just shutting things down. There are people who complete you and there are people who deplete you, and there are givers and takers. You have to choose which one is which, and you also have to know how to do that, and to say every time no, and that's a full sentence. So an expert may be required to proceed further. Acknowledge what you've learned, share what you know. So you could have gotten help. You could have heard help. You could have read about help. You could have gotten help. You could have, spoken to somebody on learning how to strengthen yourself and move forward. Visit your own inner repository before you seek new studies. So again, you have what it takes. You just are unsure about the whole aspect of doing something different and unfamiliar when it comes to you and not everyone else. So you have been the expert in everyone else's life, but not in your own, because you put yourself to the wayside when it comes to how you do things for yourself. So release, let it go. It will go where it needs, where it is most needs to be. Let me read it over. Let it go. It will go where it is most needs to be. Resist the urge to control things. Breathe deeply into your body and let your muscles relax. Everything is as it should be. So you cannot rush it. It's about you building your foundation. Your foundation is not going to happen overnight. You've already tried these overnight situations and the assumptions and seeing the potential in people, places, and things, and all that was, a long period of time for you to waste when it came to what you really knew you wanted at the end of the day. So those are the red flags. So listen to your body and understand, but you have to release. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, then it's just not. Let's see from the evolution of the soul where you're evolving to, because right now it looks like you're setting boundaries. You're setting boundaries and you're trusting the process. You're trusting in the process of yourself. You're trusting in yourself. This karmic bonds tried to come out. I'll read it. All of these tried to come out. Yeah. A newborn soul. Soul is royalty. Breaking contracts. Yeah. Life path 7. Responsibility. Path to intimacy. LVL2 consciousness. Patience. Long life. Lost and karmic bonds. Let's do it. All right. So bottom of the deck. Inner child. Healing unresolved childhood scars. Childhood trauma holding you back. Exploring your childhood wounds. So maybe this is what you had to understand and learn. And you had to sit with and know and trust the process that everything is going to work out the way it is. The newborn soul. So to me, this is a rebirth. This is a rebirth of where you are. This is you releasing the need to control or to help or to fix or to try. You're fixing yourself. And this is the need to release everything and everyone else that doesn't serve you. Not necessarily not serve you, but does not sit with you when it comes to certain things. Novice of physical existence. So lessons, basic life skills, survival flesh, traits, untamed, childlike, and unrefined. So it just basically is you healing your childhood wounds of maybe somebody wasn't there for you as a child, or maybe you felt like, it just could have been from the child, something you learned. And so the process is unlearning to relearn. That's the changing your belief system. Soul is royalty, extraordinary regal presence. Step in your own personal power. Exactly what I said. Living your purpose as a leader. So again, you're not dumbing yourself down, respectfully, in regards to being a key player in someone else's life. You're being a key player in your own life, and therefore any situationship or relationship that happens moving forward is you making sure that it is of substance. Does that make sense? And so that is how I see that. That's just how I see this energy. You just have to breathe in and take your time and trust the process and know that it is not going to happen overnight. And this is at the same point where it says, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation was here to teach you a lesson. And that is the thing that you have to understand. So no need to be upset about it. It says contract stopped serving your growth. So again, it stopped because you're starting to understand your resilience, and you're starting to understand that this is for the long haul. This is not a permanent decision on a temporary emotion. These are all permanent decisions for permanent emotions, and you want that to be a part of your life moving forward, a part of your foundation, somebody who loves and honors and respects you and understands that your energy is everything to them, if that makes sense. Oh, it says altering your divine blueprint. So you're altering it, you're breaking the contracts. You're breaking the childhood trauma contracts, the, things where it comes to you, having this trauma and being afraid to love yourself because you're afraid of not being there for someone else, or because people weren't there for you. So you're trying to reciprocate the energy that you didn't receive as a child or as an adult or as a young teen. You're trying to reciprocate that and be there for everyone, which is causing you to feel tired. It's causing you to really question what it is, and it's causing a rebirth, basically. So it says life path number 7, loner, intelligent, intuitive, analytical, a brilliant mind and a unique view. Won't settle for just anybody. So the campaign here, remember, get the results you seek by playing the long call. So life path number 7 is you actually understanding that you are and can be a loner. You're very intelligent, very intuitive, and very analytical. You've been this in everyone else's life, and when you need to be it in your life. But moving forward, this long call of the reason why you're starting to communicate consistently and often for a successful outcome is why. Won't settle for just anybody. You're not settling for just anybody in any situation anymore. So you're trusting in the process, your responsibility. Taking responsibility for your life, seeing your own faults, opening up to your mistakes. So you're unlearning to relearn. You're changing your belief system and you're understanding what happened in the beginning, and you're releasing the need to make others comfortable. And this is the responsibilities that you're taking on. Path to intimacy, learning about your sexual behaviors, discovering your true sexual nature. Sexuality plays an important role. So maybe this is a part of who you want or what you want moving forward, but you're learning about it. Path to intimacy, learning how you love, not how somebody wants to be loved, how you want to be loved. LVL2 consciousness, identifying less with materialism, beginning to look inward, spending more time alone. So that's where it comes back to you being the loner. Your life path number 7, you're releasing and you're spending time alone, basically on the people who complete you and not deplete you. And so that is where I see you are when it comes to this situation, if that makes sense. And so that is what you're learning. You're releasing and letting go and learning, and you're being patient moving forward. You're not rushing it. If there's new relationships or old ones coming that are in your life now or coming back into your life, you're being patient about where you are. You're being patient about where you are. You're understanding that you're breaking the contracts and your soul is royalty. You're understanding who you are and why you were put on this earth. And this is to learn the karmic bonds and the karmic contracts that you have with other people, and you're breaking them. Patience. Master the ability to wait. Remember, it's all about the long call. Life path number 7. Understand that why you become a loner, that you're very intelligent, not that you need somebody. You're separating your wants from your needs, and so your intuitive nature and your analytical nature, and you having a brilliant mind and your unique views, you're not settling for anything. So you're going to be patient when it comes to this thing called love and understanding the path to intimacy. You understand what you want and you know how you felt when you didn't get it. A long life. Blessed with a good long life. A long life journey of learning. Be happy and healthy at an old age. So old age to some are right now where I'm at, but I'm not old. Lost. At some point, you were lost. It says your soul is asking for change. Phase of self-discovery and creation. That's where we are right now. A time of confusion and feeling lost. So you were feeling lost, and this is where the contracts were starting to be broken, and you realized that there were karmic bonds that you had to break, and the contracts of why you were everyone else's superhero, and you gave everyone else your personal power, and now you're starting to take it back. A pre-birth agreement to fulfill. Uncomfortable and binding relationships. Identify them and break free. So that is what you're doing, and that is you understanding that you have to release. It says invite life affirming relationships, release energy vampires, because your soul is royalty and you're getting rid of the karmic bonds. I mean, this right here is a read in itself. I don't even need to pull anything, but because I got new cards, I will pull. And so this is the Sovereign Oracle that I pulled up here, which I like. I didn't know it was mini, but I do like it. It's on Etsy. And this is, hold on. Hold on one second. Let me figure out who she is, because this is a really good card deck. It's a finance deck, and it's a really good card deck. So support our local creatives, so not necessarily local, but local to our community is what I'm trying to say. Support them. And so let me tell you the name of this deck so you guys can, if you need it, you can go find it. Hold on. Okay, it's from Capricorn Moon Goddess. I think it's their finance deck. But it's a really good one on Etsy as well. So again, let's pull a couple of cards to see what comes out. I mean, you're breaking free, ever flowing abundance. So you're breaking free of all the contracts the negative contracts. Sorry, my videos came on. I'm downloading the videos from this week. Manifest with candles. So place your candle. I don't really do candles. I used to have candles all the time, but again, research the candles. Don't just do candles because somebody tells you. Research them, because it's a lot of different things that each candle represents. And when you start to manifest different things, you have to know why you're manifest. I do this. I manifest with sound and music. So again, to you guys, to each his own. It's up to you. If you want to manifest with candles, fine. I'm telling you, research it, because each candle represents something different. And I don't, I used to just, but now, not with candles. This was me just having candles around my house. It wasn't necessarily manifestation. It was me having the candles and listening to my music and feeling certain ways. So light a candle. That's up to you. Manifest with music and sound. That's what I normally do. That's how I get everything done. It could be because you were going through some type of issues with a person you have a kid with, inner child, childish person. You're receiving child support. You're leaving a job. You're leaving a job. You're leaving the things that no longer serve you. Oh, look, I have room over here. Normally I don't. You're leaving a thing that no longer serve you. You might become an investor, or you're looking out towards an investor to help you with some type of situation. I got to look at the bottom of the deck over there. I'm adding these cards over here up. But it says generational wealth. Again, the long call. This is what you're worried about. So maybe you are leaving a job to become an investor, a rental, doing rental properties or some type of real estate, or just doing some type of side hustle, something that was a side hustle that you wanted, and now you're doing it on your own free time and your own free will. And yeah, you're worried about your assets, the long call. And so, yeah, because at some point there was money lost. So even leaving a job could consider money being lost, but at some point it's for your well-being. It's not for anyone else's. So at some point, maybe somebody kept you stagnant and you were just like wanting somebody to give you that support that you needed. But remember, ever flowing abundance, because you're realizing you're breaking the contracts that, maybe karmic bonds. You're breaking all of these different things. You're understanding who you are, and you're trusting in the process of how to be patient and to wait for the things that's coming to you. And now the universe is telling you, learn how to manifest with money. Stop giving your ideas to people and wanting them to support you, because they're not going to support you, because they only will support themselves if it's worth it. Bottom of the deck is accept assistance, and that is what it is. You're asking the universe to help you get through this thing called life, and you're accepting assistance, and that is a beautiful thing. Now I'm going to pull from the Intuit Oracle deck to see what comes out, but I feel like this is a really good read. I'll pull from the other finance deck that I have here to see what comes out. But basically, you're breaking contracts, and you're worried about. You're not worried. You're not worried anymore. You're only releasing the things that no longer serve you, and this is what it's been about. But at one point, you were lost. You were lost, and now you're trusting the process. So maybe if I can remember that, I'll put that in there. But you're breaking contracts and accepting the process. So the card that turns over is church. Yeah, your belief system, principle, religion, dogma, family values, marriage, collective, consciousness, structure, belief systems, traditions, and programming. So you're reprogramming, you're unlearning to relearn. And so you're trusting in the process, you're breaking the karmic contracts and the karmic bonds. And also you're realizing that you are the royal one. You are the one who, the fish. Now, what my mother and them say, when fish comes, babies are born, or when you dream about fish, babies are born, or something like that. Resources, finances, investments, prosperous, money, income, commerce, multiply, large quantities, lavish body of water. So we are water signs. So multiplying the loaves and the fishes. I read to you guys the other day the game of life and how to play it, and basically how to multiply the loaves and the fishes, like, in the Bible. And so this is learning the power of affirmation, learning the power of your word, and understanding that, being patient about it and not rushing it, and understanding where you need to release and manifest the things that you want. Ever flowing abundance is there, because you have basically got to this point to where you're accepting assistance from the universe, and you're not waiting on anybody else to do it. Archer. It says careful aim, on target, shoot. It says go-to guy or gal. Yep. See, at one point you were the go-to guy or gal. You were the one who made everybody else's target, hit the target. You made everybody else hit their own target. And it's like direct, quick, precise, focus, matchmaker, and implement a strategy. So you implemented strategies for everyone else. Again, like I said, you were their personal, you helped them with their personal power, but yet and still you always felt empty. So now you're realizing the responsible energy. You're not the anchor anymore. Damn, the anchor comes out too. Squirrel. Energetic, secretive, frugal, saving, hoarding, scold, giving lip service. Whoa, I didn't make that up. Giving lip service, prepare for anything, and miscommunication. So this could be who this energy was that you were dealing with when it came to why you're deciding to leave a job or a situation, because you were doing everything. You're energetic, secretive about the way that you want to be loved, your intimate, oh, right here, the path to intimacy. So here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you respectfully, whatever you and your person did behind closed doors, that's between you guys. Has nothing to do with anybody else. Now, when you start putting people in your business, then that's another thing. Or when they start putting people in their business, or they start to look for more, that's when you have to realize that this is not for you. This is not what you want. You would be willing to do something for the, at this point, excuse me, in the past, you were willing to do whatever it took to keep this person in your grasp, not necessarily like hold them tight, but just so that you guys can manifest together, or, get out of this karmic energy and make them happy. Now you're not doing that. Does that make sense? So if it says giving lip service, the squirrel, whatever it is, that's your path to intimacy. And again, it says learning about your sexual behaviors, discovering your true sexual nature. Sexuality plays an important role. So to use sexuality, at least to the Cancers that I know, sexuality is everything to them. But when it's taken for granted, you'll be willing to do whatever it is for this person, or for a person that you call yourself loving. But at the same time, hold on one second, my sister's calling me. At the same time, they will take that for granted. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, my sister called. So anyway, the thing is to know and understand that, you have to change. And when it comes to this sexual energy, and that's what it's hard for you to hold back with anything, respectfully. There's nothing wrong with that. It's hard for us to do that. And when it comes to this energetic secret, if you're okay as long as it's behind closed doors and people aren't in your business, you're fine with it. But when you realize it's being taken for granted and there's some type of miscommunication and you're prepared for anything, you would go the distance with anyone, because that's just who you are. And so now you're just really trusting the process and accepting assistance from the universe and having this rebirth. And now, because you realize, because you were lost, it says your soul is asking for change. Phase of self-discovery and creation. A time of confusion and feeling lost. So you were feeling lost because of the contracts and the karmic bonds that you had. And so now you're reborn, and you're willing to do what it is, but it has to be about loan calls. It has nothing to do with anything else. You're working on this part, the finances. So you're leaving the things that no longer serve you, the things that you even been with. Child support, yeah, if you're dealing with the child support energy, or if you have a childish person, which inner child and reborn and child support comes out. That is how I see it. But the anchor, you are your own stability. And that's where the root chakra comes in at survival, stability, and grounding yourself. You're going to ground yourself. You're going to understand who you are, and you're going to understand that why the boundaries are needed, because people are takers. You understand your soul is royalty. You just won't deal with anybody else moving forward. You won't give that people your personal power. You're not going to help build their personal power respectfully. You're going to, do it for yourself, not being facetious, but you're just actually understanding who you are. So stable, enduring, solid, steady, restrained, secure, persevere, willpower, long-lasting, persist, advantage, and fortitude. You're your own anchor. That's your responsibility. You're manifesting these things. You're manifesting strength, and you're asking for assistance from the universe, and you're accepting it. It's one thing to ask and another thing to accept it. Bottom of the deck is a dog, supportive friend. See, you've been loyal, but now you're being loyal to yourself. Look at that. I can't make this up. You've been loyal, and now you're being loyal to yourself. Supportive friend, peer, sibling, pet, soulmate, healthcare provider, dependable, helpful, faithful, and companion. You've been that faithful companion. You've been that loyal person. You've been a supportive to anybody, any friend, family, person, somebody who you consider your soulmate. You've been very dependable, and now it's time for you to be dependable for yourself, on yourself. So now I don't even need to pull tarot, but look, Three of Pentacles, working together as a union, teamwork, seeing good results. But moving forward, you're going around people who complete you and not deplete you. That is you understanding your resilience, but and understanding that you have to get out of the energy vampires. It says the vitality here, protect your energy, invite life, affirming relationships, release energy vampires. And that is the breaking the soul contracts and the karmic bonds. So I believe that we have what we need in here. I'm going to pull tarot just because and see what comes out. But I feel like your ever-flowing abundance is happening because you're accepting assistance from the universe and you're understanding how to take your personal power back and not give to others. See, Tower energy, you were unsure about this. It fell off over the money energy. So the tower energy, you were unsure. So tower energy says sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself to move forward, rebuild better, stronger, and wiser. And you were unsure about how to do that, because understanding the tower, that is the tower in the upright is releasing things. But this is happening when it comes to being unsure. It's going to happen all of a sudden. This is you being restless and understanding that this is it's time to do that. It's time to release these energies, because it's affecting your finances. It's affecting the things that you do moving forward and how you see and look at yourself. And so this is a collapse that's going to happen by you trusting in the universe and you breaking the contracts and the karmic bonds and having a rebirth, because you're not going to give to these situations anymore like you were before. And this all comes with, you knowing that you have anxiety, sleepless nights, and this is you understanding that you have to go into hermit mode. Hermit mode. Sometimes, what does it say? Wait. The hermit mode says, where did it go? It hasn't moved. My eyes are moving. Anyway, sometimes you need to withdraw in order to rediscover your own rich inner world through tranquility, meditation, and reflection. And so that is what you're doing. And yeah, it also comes with you having great rewards. So again, everything is happening the way that you need, but you're realizing that the money loss is the reason why it's not happening. But once you realize that, ever-flowing abundance happens, and this is great rewards. So ever-flowing abundance happens with great rewards, Six of Wands energy. This is great rewards, success, and victory. You're having victory because you had to understand with the manifestation part, you had to be tough, and do what you needed to do. The King of Swords energy says, when faced with difficult situations, be impartial, carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. You had to manifest different things, and that is how you got through this situation. Let's pull a couple more cards, and then we're going to pull from the 4 agreements to learn. The agreements, doing what makes your heart happy. Lover's energy card is Gemini, but this is doing what makes your heart happy. So maybe child support. Maybe you were dealing with the Gemini, there's child support, or maybe they're just childish. The Gemini is childish, or because air energy comes out twice. We have air energy. The Hermit energy is Virgo, and the Tower energy, the Tower energy is Mars. And so Mars is how you take action. Mars is how you take action. The Knight of Swords is here. And the Wands energy is here. Wands energy is Aries, Leo, Sag. So, again, you had to understand that the heartbreak is why you decided to take action. Yeah, heartbreak is why you decided to take action. And the Death energy, not being able to understand why you needed to end it. So, with the Death energy coming out sideways, needing clarification, I believe that this may not be an end. And I'm not telling you to end things. I'm telling you to make the choices that you need to make for yourself. But don't rely on anybody else to give you what you already know you deserve. And you work on yourself. So this could be the karmic bonds being broken, or the breaking the contracts of the karmic bonds. But again, if this person, place, thing, or situation, I'm going to say this, if they don't complete you and they steady depleting you still after the fact, then you haven't learned the lesson. And this is where they say, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Okay, y'all know I can't sing. Anyway, the Death energy here comes out unsure. The Death energy says, listen, embrace change, let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end, it's the transformation that brings new beginnings. So this could be a new beginning, but here it is. It's unsure energy still. You're unsure. So ending, letting go, and a new beginning, or separation, moving on, And so this is what you have to understand what you're going to do, all for you to have your 10 of Pentacles, because at the end of the day, it's about generational wealth. 10 of Pentacles energy says, share your riches with your family. Hold on. This is one of the things, and it's way, way down there. So hold on, let me see. Share your riches with your family and enjoy your material success. So again, this is what you wanted to do in the beginning, but bringing back to it, accepting assistance, and also understanding why you need to be resilient in your own right. And you need to trust in the process and release and let go of the things that no longer serve you, and be your own anchor is how you're going to get to this point. And you're going to understand the difference between sharing with people who complete you and deplete you. 6 of Pentacles energy, given to others wholeheartedly without expecting to receive your same yourself. 10 of Pentacles, each pentacle is equivalent to a year. Could be 10 years, close to 10 years, to where you'll finally get to the point to where you understand how your resilience and how to take your power back, if that makes sense. And so there you have it. 2 cards come out with the 4 agreements. This is always do your best. Honor yourself, exactly what we said. And don't take anything personal. Ignore the opinions of others. So, in the process of you moving forward, and here's the reason why this energy was keeping you stagnant, because somebody didn't believe in what you believed and what you wanted. So, again, you have to ignore the opinions of other and honor yourself. Break free of it. Protect your energy. Invite life affirming relationships. Release energy vampires. Honor your body's requests. And so that is honoring yourself. So always do your best. Honor the man or woman that you are. Take the risk to express your dreams. Taking action is about living fully and expressing what you are. So taking action is about living fully and expressing what you are. It's about you trusting yourself, understanding you have to be your own anchor, and understanding that you are willing to do the things that help and to for someone to love you, or for somebody that you're in love with, or people that you are around. But when you start to take things personally, then that's what keeps you stagnant, and you keeps you in that ever flowing 360 wheel of going around and around and around, and letting the person come back around and around every time. So ignore the opinions of others. It says, whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you. It's about them. So know that whatever they're reflecting or whatever they have going on, they need to heal. You've done the process of yourself, and now it's time for you to go ahead and move forward without caring about how somebody else feels about you. Let's pull from the crystal deck. 36 minutes. I hope this was a good read to you guys. The Malachite crystal. Hold on. Yeah. So Malachite, heart and throat chakra, cleansing, protects, and heals. Heart and throat chakra. So listen, understand, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. Send strength and healing period to this person. You don't want anything to go wrong with this person. You don't want anything to affect this person. What you want to do is to get your personal power back and move forward by forgiving this person. You cannot move forward if you don't forgive this person. If you don't forgive them and understand why you got to this point, you just have to send strength and healing period with nothing behind it. And that is dealing with your heart chakra, your ability to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. Your throat chakra is your communication, your expression, and your trust. You have to trust that you are your own anchor. You have to trust the process. You have to sometimes ask for assistance and release and let go. It says breathe deep into your body and let go of your muscle. Let your muscles relax. Everything is as it should be. Let go. Let it go. It will go where it needs to go. So send strength and healing, period. Because while you send strength and healing, hopefully this person is healing while you're sending strength and healing, and understands why you walked out of their life. Cleansing, protection, and heals. It says, I welcome positive transformation into my life. So this is a positive transformation because you're learning to trust in yourself. And you're accepting assistance from the universe. You're breaking the contracts and the relationships or the bonds that have held you down, and that keeps you repeating the same cycles over in life. So now let's let this old energy go. I love you guys, first of all. You're loyal. I now let go I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys.